Alright, good evening everyone. I'm gonna come back and do some more no caves. I've got some ideas for how to make this a little bit friendlier for the start. A couple different ideas. So, I think I'm gonna start with some Mystery Lake spawns. And this time we're just gonna go straight for the two bedroll spawns. Not worry so much about the Fire Striker. And the reason is because we're gonna kind of go by two flare spawns on the way there, and if we at least get a flare and the bedroll, then we have a chance at a run, which I think is going to be a lot more interesting than just restarting over and over again. The other idea I had, I think we just, well, I guess I want to keep all these just in case we want to do testing in the future. I don't think this sewing book thing is, or the book identification thing, I don't think that's going anywhere. Let's load this to make sure we have the NOGOA code ready. The other idea I had was to start somewhere like, maybe Coastal Highway, possibly Timberwolf, although that one is kind of rough. Not really sure what else would be a good spawn, but someplace where I can get matches and then identify what loot table I'm on. Actually, Timberwolf wouldn't be bad for that. We could run to... oh no, because all the matches are in caves. So I'd have to go to the summit. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Coastal Highway might be the best one. But the idea there would be just get the matches early and then identify what loot table I'm on. And if it's 2 or 3, then I have like a 8/9 chance of there being a bedroll between Mystery Lake and Mountain Town for loot table 2 and Mystery Lake and Pleasant Valley for loot table 3. So not the worst. Let's just go and do Mystery Lake for right now. See if we can get one of these starts to work. I was also thinking maybe we do a slightly different route at the beginning here. Just to get a few more teas. It shouldn't take that much longer, just slightly. So the idea is to kind of run down here and go to I always forget the name of this place. Deadfall area as my first stop. Now, it does come with a little bit higher chance of getting lost. Oh, we're not even close to far enough down. I think I'm supposed to be on the other side of these rocks. Now we're not actually making enough progress in this direction. Getting pulled back towards the tracks. Good problem to have. At least when I can see the tracks, I know where I am. Okay, so that's a landmark. I should identify what that tells me. Alright, either we should be about here or I've gone horribly awry. Okay, perfect. Not bad. So that thing is kind of like north of. deadfall area. And one of the reasons to come here is to get teas from these stumps. We'll see how lucrative this is. Hey Pickle, good to see you. Come up with a new strategy for this start. I think you were here the other day when I was trying this without success. Oh, wait, a cooking pot here. That's kind of unusual, right? It's actually pretty important because I wouldn't have access to one in this challenge normally since we can't go to HRV. That gives me access to broth in the mid to late game. Alright, sounds good. I'm most likely going to have a couple of tries to get a run going here anyway. Oh, no container here. Unlucky. No rose hips there. Alright. So this is the new part. We're gonna go straight to the fishing hut and then loop around the back. And check both bedroll locations. Now I'm just trusting to my Frankie instincts here that we won't miss this fishing hut. Perfect. Hey Kirk, welcome in. Ooh, we got the flare right away. Okay, perfect. What is that? That's just the edge. Okay, so all we need is for this to be the bedroll loot table now. Now, this is the tricky part. I think it's like this way. Should have paid attention to... I think we went too far this way. Hopefully this is right. I'm gonna go check the blind first, and then the train car. I think this is right. I think this drops us down into the river. On kind of that upper area. Yep, this is good. Okay, speaking of this upper area, we'll probably get a little more teas on the way in. Hey Maka. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Wow, you're up late. Thank you for the good luck. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, so cold.
Anyone who's interested, we're planning to do another French lesson stream tomorrow. I was really hoping for some sticks here. Okay, more sticks. Alright, sounds good. Thanks for stopping in. Ooh, bedroll. Okay, so this is it then. This is our run. Let's get straight to the train car and set up then. Well, first try and we got a cooking pot. That's not bad. Now, watch this run have the fire striker on it too. Just be the ultimate run right from the get-go. Trying to think, is there any closer place? Obviously, on a normal run, I would just go to that cave to sleep. But, well, this is not a normal run. I think the next best place would be, going to that wood stove where the other fire striker spawn is, but I don't need that. I'm gonna get every single stick on the way over there. We're gonna need a lot of fuel. Grab a stone or two. I think we can skip the birch bark for now. Got enough tinder from cattails. Second frostbite is okay. I'd rather not get a third one, if at all possible. I don't remember if sticks spawn on this little hill or not. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'm looking for the little yellow train car. Ah, I went too far. Interesting. Okay, so I need to head more towards that. I almost missed this. I need to head more towards that hill when I first come out. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm gonna hope this is sheltered in here. This could turn out to be bad. It's a lot of sticks. Let's put like 40 of them on. That's a lot of time on the fire. Okay, can make some water. That cooking pot is such a great find. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, those should dry off just fine in my inventory. Let's get some more water going. Yeah, I got 4 teas. Not bad. Hey Eugene, welcome in. Yep, brutal is the name of the game. It's what we do here. Alright, how am I doing on Tinder? Well, let's go and get some torches while I'm thinking about it. I've got 2. I might craft. Yeah, because I don't think we're going anywhere near cattails for a little bit. Oh, there's the river. I'll just craft 1 batch. That should be enough. I should have possibly saved that book that I found. Crazy. Last stream I spent like 2 hours trying to get a run going. Never did. This time we got it first try. You know, to be confirmed. Alright, I just gotta do something for 10 minutes, and we're gonna sleep until a warmer part of the day. We do a few more torch conversions here. These are junk. So nice to be starting out with 4 full teas. I really like this route for the start. Oops. Okay, I think as soon as this wind is over, we leave. Even though, I'd rather stay here and get more sleep. We're just not comfortable enough. Especially, wow, we're gonna run out of food. It's okay. If we can make it to the first afternoon, we'll be okay. Yeah, Pickle, the lack of coal is gonna be, it's gonna be a thing. Oh no. Full blizzard. That's not a good start. It's okay, after this you owe me 8 hours of foggy weather. That's the deal, Long Dark. No, I can't even travel through caves. So, Hush River Valley is completely off limits. Blackrock is completely off limits. The rules are sort of in the description if you want to see everything. The normal version of this, the purest version, you can go through caves, but not in this one. I can travel through 2 mines, the Pleasant Valley one and the Desolation Point one, just to access those extra regions. But the caves are completely off limits. Alright, I've got more than enough water. We're gonna leave like 4 liters here. I guess 3 liters. Go ahead and pick these up. Oh no. The wind must have blown it out. So this isn't windproof. What's the temperature? -19? Well, all I can do is move because we have no way to start a new fire. Alright, wasn't exactly planning on this, but... could throw my clothes on. Probably not the worst idea. Even though it's not really gonna matter. So that area not being windproof might alter my starting strategy. Oh, you knew that it wasn't 100% windproof? Yeah, I guess I had to learn sometime. Good thing I didn't learn it in a permanent fire challenge. That would be a nasty surprise. So now the only thing that gets us out of this mess is, well, there's two things. The fire striker, which has a 50% chance to be on, like, we have a 50% chance that we're on that loot table. It's not here. It's 1 out of 3 locations ruled out. Wow, there's a hammer here. I wonder where this is. And the other thing would just be finding RNG matches. Is pretty unlikely, but could happen. Can't decide. I think this is right. Hey, Zarius. Well, things were going great until my fire got blown out. I mean, we're on the second blizzard, like 10 hours into a run. It's not the best luck I could hope for, so if we have to redo this one, it's okay. Do I even want to drink this last tea? It almost feels not worth it. I'm afraid it'll go cold at this point. I think we're just going to accept that we're going to take some more damage from the cold. Unless we get really lucky. Well, even if we get really lucky, we're going to take a little bit of extra damage from the cold. These are going to be completely frozen, aren't they? Frozen, yeah. So they're not actually doing anything to prevent frostbite until I get a fire started. Didn't think about that. I guess we can check back here. I don't know if anything spawns back here ever. Doesn't look like it. Yes, the snowy, not full caves are still caves. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Well, that's going to make things interesting. Imagine I did that in perfect misery. The giant chunk of health. Oh no, it's not here. Now we gotta go all the way to the last spot. Things are looking bad. If it had been there, we could have survived this, but now I'm gonna take like another 20, 30, 40% of my health. Just walking. Time to look at chat for a bit. I can't even run, because yeah, that sprain actually is what's gonna kill me here. Because I can't run to the next location. Let's see, so what's the most anybody survived on one of these runs? Well, so I'm the first person to try the no cave thing. So the regular purest outer, where you can transition through caves but not loot them, people have survived like hundreds of days in that. Um, but recently I tried doing it without the bedroll, and I didn't make it very far in that, maybe 20 days. And there's another guy who tried it. He's the only other one I know who tried it. I forget his name off the top of my head. Somebody else can probably tell us in chat. But he also survived quite a while. And then that one ended up being so hard that I decided to do this one. This one is no caves, but I am allowed to use the bedroll. So in a sense, it's easier. The fireplace in the broken house here. Well, there's two fireplaces. There's 2 outdoor fireplaces, but yes, that's probably the case. And all the fishing huts are okay too. Pickle. Probably the fishing huts are going to be good because, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you really live in this mode, you just travel. Yeah, exactly. No bedroll outer was just completely brutal. This wouldn't be brutal. Like, I would be fine right now. It's just I don't have matches. I need to get a start where I get the bedroll and I get matches or a fire striker before my first fire gets blown out. This is just really unlucky starting weather. I think we're at the river, sort of the mouth, the start, the spawn of the river. There's usually some teas around here. I think we grab these and then walk down and check the final fire striker location. I'll probably keep this run. I don't know. If I find the fire striker down here, the problem is where do I even go to set up my fire? Because there's like no nearby safe location. Some free coal. In all honesty, I'm kind of hoping that the fire striker isn't here, because I don't really want my long-term run to be one where I'm already down to 30% health on the first day. Oh, blizzard's ending. We got deer. There's the bear.
This will come in handy.
Nope, no fire striker. Alright, new attempt. And that one really had me going there. Spence's Forge, a luxury hotel in this run. Basically, yeah, it's got fire, a bed next to it, lots of coal around, sticks, workbench. It's got pretty much everything. Alright, let's do another Mystery Lake spawn. That's too bad that one didn't work out. Now, am I gonna go for... I think I'm gonna go for the, I always forget the name of the place. Deadfall area again. I'm gonna take that route. I liked that route. I just gotta do slightly better at it this time. Thinks we're here. There we go. Yeah, I think it's worth it to come here for these early teas. Plus now we know there's a chance for a cooking pot here. There's a very, very small chance for a hacksaw. Very, very, very small. Oh man, the other thing about that run is we already had the hammer, which was kind of crazy. No, we don't need that. Hey, got milk. Well, I decided it'd be easier to do no caves than no bedroll, so I'm allowing the bedroll. And in exchange, I'm taking away all the caves. I think this is going to be easier. I just need to get a start where I have a bedroll. Yes, that's right. No cave entrances. Yeah, plus it very neatly removes the two most powerful regions in the game almost for this mode, which is HRV and Blackrock. They both have just a ton of coal. Obviously HRV is quite a bit better than Blackrock is, but they're both quite powerful spawns for this mode, so having them completely ruled out is a nice side benefit. This container hasn't been here the last couple of times. Interesting. What do you mean only maps without human structures? Blackrock has plenty of human structures. Yep, can't even get the matches from the Mountain Town Cave, for example. Well, so far the hard part has just been me getting a spawn that works. I spent like 2.5 hours on stream the other day, and I just couldn't get a spawn where I found a way to start a fire and found the bedroll. I mean, it'd be easy enough to just like start someplace where I could get the fire starter and then go from there. I don't know why I picked those up. I guess we'll take the tinder. Alright, now last time I was too far that way, so I think we want to head a little bit more to the right. Uh-oh. Well, this is completely wrong. This is almost restart worthy. How the heck did I get all the way down here? Did I go to the wrong fishing hut first? Did I somehow completely miss one of the fishing huts? I don't think there's any way to have made it worth it to come all the way down here. Thinking about gathering all the sticks and then, no, got milk. That's my other, that's sort of my other idea, is maybe do the coastal highway spawn and just, grind it until I get the fire striker. Because if I get the fire striker, it means that I'm almost certain to have an outdoor bedroll someplace. It's just kind of a pain to find it. If this has matches, then we'll play. Okay. I'm just gonna restart. So I went way, way, way too far to the right. I don't understand how I did that. Got milk, I was very surprised. My first run of this today, I spawned and went straight to the deadfall area, and there was a cooking pot there. So that's another potential outdoor cooking pot spawn point. Perhaps you already know about it, but pretty big deal for this mode since I can't get the one from HRV. I don't know how likely it is, though. It might be incredibly rare. It almost feels worth it to check this wall for coal. See any stumps. I'm not quite sure where I am right now. Must be just around the corner here. Here's some stumps. Wait, didn't we say it's like south of here? No, I'm lost. It's like over here, I think. Yeah, here we go. No cooking pot this time. Yeah, there's a hacksaw there, but it's only on. It's very rare. It's actually there on the old loot tables too. It's where I found my hacksaw in the Frankie series, and that was just I stumbled upon it by chance. I didn't really know much about the loot tables at that point, or maybe that was. Wait, was Frankie on new loot tables? Maybe she was. That's crazy to think about, because that series is so old. So I'm thinking about, just because Camp Office doesn't necessarily have that much going for it, what if I do the opposite of this route? So I still go to Deadfall area to start with, but then instead of running to Camp Office and then the fishing hut and then the blind and so on, what if I loop around the complete other direction? It puts me in a worse position if I end up meeting the fire striker. Yeah, I got milk. So what happened was there was a, they fixed the Cougar Claw knife being able to be used for certain tasks, I think mostly crafting. And in the process, they broke the ability of the improvised knife and the improvised hatchet to be used for a ton of things, including digging up burdock roots. So now the only way to dig up burdock on Loper is to use a pry bar. To open cans and get the can, you need like a can opener. Yeah, I think you just need a can opener. Possibly you can use the Cougar Claw knife now to do it. I don't remember. There's a handy chart posted on the Reddit where someone like filled out exactly which things work for which things right now. I'm sure they'll fix it eventually. It's just kind of funny. Ooh, yeah, I can see myself. I think possibly I just missed this completely last time when we went to the far one. No flare here again. That's unfortunate.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, I think can opener works. It would be weird for that one to have ended up broken. And here's the rock right here. So if I don't see the rock immediately, then I've done something wrong. Good to know for the future. Rolling back a version for his no friends. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that counting as breaking outer runs because you kind of rely on that. Well, you don't really need that second can because you can get the cooking pot from HRV. It is quite annoying, though, if you want the burdock. I'd say that's the main thing, because then you have to carry a pry bar around with you, and you really don't want to be wasting that extra kilo just to have a pry bar on you all the time. Got the flare. Now we just need the bedroll. I'll get all this stuff later. Don't need feathers right now. So I don't know how it happened last time, but my fire in this train car up here lasted through a good portion of this blizzard, and then part of the next blizzard, and then it got blown out randomly. So apparently it's not 100% windproof in there, as I had previously thought. I guess is another reason it might be better to just go... If we take the opposite direction route, we can just end at the fishing hut. I know it's safe to sleep there with a fire. Yeah, it's interesting though, because it lasted so well. I'm wondering if maybe the, if maybe there'd be like a magic spot you could put the fire, like maybe right in the middle. Or not in the full middle, but like the middle of one side. I don't know, maybe it's just wishful thinking on my part. I went the wrong way here. I went too far down the river. I wanted to go up that way. There's sticks on that slope. And now's when we find out whether we have any hope of a run. Nope, no bedroll. Now, I mean, obviously, it's possible there's still a bedroll somewhere else, but it's better to just grind a new start than to continue this one on a hope and a prayer. So yeah, my other ideas are spawn a coastal highway, get the... yeah, got milk. I tried that, and the reason I didn't want to do it is because, it takes too long to figure out whether you have a bedroll, basically. So if I go Mystery Lake and force the bedroll, first of all, there's a 50% chance, at least, that I get a flare on the way. Because the flare can spawn in the fishing hut or in the hunter's blind. And on top of that, there's a high chance that there's a fire striker somewhere in Mystery Lake as well. So the idea is just to, like, as quickly as possible, know that I have a run that has the bedroll. And ideally, like, a fire striker or matches, so I don't die to random weather mess-ups. Anyway, the other spawns I'm considering are Coastal Highway, force the Fire Striker, which means loot table 3. And then I'd know that my bedroll is most likely in Pleasant Valley or Mystery Lake. Not completely guaranteed, but I'd at least have a game to play. And then the other one would be Timberwolf Mountain. Since all the caves are off limits, I'd have to do my summit route from the start. The problem with that is the hacksaw isn't on loot table 3, and I'd want the hacksaw. So I'd have to not only get the hacksaw, but I'd have to do it on exactly loot table 2. And then I'd have to travel all the way to Mystery Lake for the first chance at a bedroll, and then if it wasn't there, it'd be in Milton. And still not guaranteed. Yeah, so probably not the Timberwolf Mountain spawn for this one. Trying to think if there's any place else I can reliably check the loot table. Not really. So I think it's just Coastal Highway. If we get sick of the Mystery Lake spawns. Yes, except I'm fine with loot table 3 as well. I'm fine with getting loot table 3. And then I can just, let's go this way. And then I can just go to either Broken Railroad or Coastal Highway for the Fire Striker. I mean, to be fair, my hand is kind of forced. If you want an outdoor bedroll, you pretty much have to be on loot table 2 or 3. Especially since with my rules of no caves, the Bleak Inlet one is down to 50% chance. Winding River is completely off limits, so that's loot table 4 completely out. Just made it straight here this time. Much better. Ooh, there's a mushroom over here. Nice. Does this mean we start with more than 2 mushrooms this time? No. Still just 2. Oh well. I feel like a change of pace. Let's go the other way around. So I'm gonna bear more left. We're gonna go straight to both train cars. Now this is significantly worse if we don't find the what am I looking for? Okay, I don't like this route that I took. Let's go this way. If we don't find the flare, this is significantly worse. But I don't know, to a certain extent it just seems like you have to kind of assume that the early game goes in your favor with these insane challenges. Okay, so that's the tracks. Where are all my sticks? guess another reason to go this way is it at least gives me a chance at the absolute best spawn in the game, which would be finding the fire striker here and the bedroll in the next train car. No such luck this time. And I'm going to do this one time. We're going to see how the timing works out going for the other fire striker too. This isn't that far out of the way. Okay, no fire striker. Got an extra can. That's interesting. Poacher's matches start? Is that likely to happen? I feel like Poacher's matches are pretty unlikely. The thing is, the bedroll exists on... Well, the Mystery Lake bedroll exists on 1/3 of all runs. So grinding that long for something else, and then having to deal with the fact that, you know, the majority of the time after that, I don't have a bedroll. Alright, so this run is dead. However, I'm going to do one last little bit of testing here. I want to see if there was actually enough time to go do the that last run to that extra run to the shoot, logging camp, right? Because the question is, can I make it just to someplace safe to sleep before I get hypothermia? I think that's the third frostbite by this point, so we're probably not too far out from hypothermia. %50 bedroll chance in bleak. Yeah. Technically. And there's still the fact that some of the time there's a bedroll in the cave in Mystery Lake, and in those instances I have a decent chance to get a bedroll from Milton or Pleasant Valley. But yeah, my main goal here is to know whether I have a run in the first hour. I really don't want to play a run for a long time and then find out that it's not viable. I think I forgot to grab those teas. Okay, where's my rock? Guiding rock. So we go here, we go to the left of this, and then... turn a bit left, and Frankie guides me home. That's the theory, at least. Oh no, this is completely the wrong fishing hut. Why are we looting? Just head this way. We would be there now, right? So, yeah, so there is enough time to do this whole thing. We're only at 82% hypothermia risk. Okay, so that's the better way to do it then. I like this. And then we can even weave in the, we can weave in the plane crash, probably, if we do it this way. Because if I go get those gloves early, they won't be frozen. So on average from this I get like one set of rose hips, maybe two, from that little detour. Maybe we skip that detour. In fact, yeah, I think because my plan is to run all over creation from the start, we actually cut out the... because I can get teas at the Hunter's Blind, at the little forestry place, I think. Yeah, after this run, I'm going to do a run where we cut out some of this extraneous running and try to make the trip quicker. I mean, it was really nice starting the game with 4 Ts last time. But I think we only need a couple. It's almost more important to start the game with a ton of sticks. So I can just sleep until noon the next day and actually make the most of my travel time and my Ts. And I mean, what are we going to get here that really matters? Ooh, extra Ts. I can always grab these later. I don't think I've ever found anything back here. Uh-oh. Gotta get to flat ground. If I lose my ability to sprint, it's all over. Come on, flat ground. Okay. Alright, I like this route. I think we can cut out that part at the beginning there. Should have saved some sprint for getting up here. Okay, cleared it. Completely empty. Okay. I think I neglected to grab any tinder. Oh well. Wow, grabbing those gloves early really worked. Still don't have a single frostbite. I mean, I know that's about to change, but... Okay, no bedroll? Yeah. Unfortunate.
We can use this.
This must have been one of the bad loot tables. Okay, so let's modify this route a little bit. First thing I want to try is let's still go to Deadfall area, but let's do it right from the beginning, and I'm going to change something else about my route on the way. So we're getting a much quicker start here. I guess we should go grab all these sticks. So it'd be go to this first area of sticks and then make a sharp left, I think. Just have to guess this is about it. I'm thinking instead of going all the way back up to the tracks, and just cut through that little grove. Oh, this leads right to it. Perfect.
God, you're freezing.
Okay, now, I want to go the other way. I want to go this way. Okay, so there's the oak tree. That opens back out to Mystery Lake. Or back out to the tracks. So instead we go straight up here somewhere. This doesn't look right, does it? Am I up too... I can't be up too high, can I? Maybe I can. Maybe I need to be down here. Yeah, here we go. Wait, where am I? How did I get this lost? What? Those are the tracks. But how did I get all the way up here? There's always something. Oh, fire striker. Means we're on loot table 2 or 4. Oh man, if we find the bedroll right here, we can just go straight across to the thing. Don't want to get my hopes up too much. Not there. Okay, we still have a chance at a decent run. Just because we didn't get the absolute optimal setup. Guess we should go this way. I gotta remember to grab some tinder this time. There's like no cattails here. Guess it's gonna be birch bark then. My other piece of birch bark. There's always 2. it's not here. Man, it would be the perfect run. We would have had a flare, a fire striker. Fire striker's at 83%.
I've never felt so cold.
Oh well. This is about as grindy as rolling for RNG matches in Outer Misery. Oh, got milk. Did you see my thing? I'm gonna take a break in a minute. I forget where I posted this. But let me show you this brilliant Outer Misery attack. Just gonna do a quick misery start here. I don't know if you know about this spawn. Oh my goodness, the wind, of course, is gonna make it take forever to show this off. That's okay. I think with the spawn, it might actually be possible to do perfect Outer Misery, like in some ideal spawn, perfect situation. But when I did this, I got a flare about 50% of the time. I think it's probably closer to a 33% or 25%. You may know more about this than I do, actually. But you know how in various places like Sirius, perfect is what I call my it's my perfect misery challenge is a no damage misery challenge. So I start into misery, and if I ever take any damage at all, it's an immediate game over. As you can imagine, it's quite tricky, and doing it in Outer is just sheer nonsense. Oh, got milk. Okay. So, I don't know if you know about this flare spawn, but, this is a misery start. Why are they showing you ads? YouTube should not be showing you guys ads unless I tell them it's a good time for an ad break. That's irritating.
Oh, so cold.
I have it set up so it yeah, see here. It shows up here like half the time. It's crazy. I think it's probably a 1 in 3 or a 1 in 4. Just like the oh, lost connection and rejoined. Gotcha. Yeah, so it was just like starting ads. Yeah. Now we got it. We got it worked out, Pickle. I know there's some chat lag. Oh my goodness. YouTube is just giving me a pop-up. Now would be a good time to insert ads. I actually am going to take a break in a second here. You knew about this recently from Sasha. Oh, I barely know who Sasha is. I think they're the one who helped me out when I missed the hammer at the signal fire due to that bug with the terrain glitch. But yeah, this is like, I did a bunch of test runs and it was here like half the time. So you know how in Mystery Lake, Bashrib 2.0, nice. There's a flare in either, the first fishing hut, the bedroll hunting blind, the other hunting blind, or like one other spot, I think. And there's always a flare in one of those spots. And it's similar in the dam. There's like always a flare in one of 4 spots in that large room. There's a few things like that. So it's not really a loot table thing. It's like on every loot table, but it's always there. So I think that this flare can spawn like here at like 3 strikes and a few other places. So it's far enough apart that you wouldn't want to check all of them, but you can just grind the start and check this in like 60 seconds. And it's here pretty often. So this is going to be my go-to strategy if I ever do Outer Misery again. Because this is easily enough to get you to, you know, unless you get horribly unlucky, you can pick this up and like run for a few hours, and then when you're about to get hypothermia, you burn your first match. And that should be enough to get you to Coastal Highway or Milton. The only problem with this is it gets me further away from anything else like teas, fuel, and plane crash clothes. It's, I mean, I guess. The thing is, it's outer misery, you can heal, so you can afford to tank a ton of health. I don't know, I mean, like, you can also just do the matches grind too, but... Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break, guys, and then I'll come back and we'll do another Mystery Lake spawn. I'm really liking the Mystery Lake spawn because I feel like I can just, like, get it out of the way, know exactly what we'll have, and it really feels like it should be successful more than it is, but it should happen like 1 out of 6 times, I think, that we get a decent start. We'll see. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I don't know what it is. It's hard to explain, but I feel much... Let's just see if my custom code is still in here. Yeah, looks like it. I feel much more confident about these starts than I did the last stream. Like, even though we're kind of doing the same thing, it's just like the optimized route, checking for the bedrolls quickly, and knowing like where I'm going to sleep if I do find the flare. Knowing that we have at least a 50% chance for the flare is nice. Okay, whatever. It should be good. Mystery Lake. Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll do Coastal Highway eventually. It's just, it really doesn't feel worth it. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep the, I'm gonna keep, Poacher's Camp. No, not Poacher's Camp. This is really good for me. I have to keep thinking of the name of it. Deadfall area. I'll eventually learn the name of this, like the back of my hand, and won't have to struggle to come up with it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this in here, because, I really liked this route last time. And getting those gloves early from the plane crash really prevents that early frostbite for a long time. I actually have a chance at a frostbite-free run if we get the perfect spawn in terms of the Fire Striker and the bedroll. Or even if I get the bedroll and the flare from the other location, that might be good enough. Okay, we have to head a lot more to the left here. One thing I need to work on, there's a slight optimization I can do with the sprinting. Once I run out of energy, I actually need to not sprint for a significant period of time so that the recharge happens more efficiently. If you keep sprinting in little short bursts, it keeps putting the recharge on hold. Okay, so I turned left too late here. No hacksaw, nothing there, no cooking pot. Ooh, no rose hips either. Nothing there. I know one of these can have... Ah, yeah, this one can. Uh-oh. Yeah, I got turned around. That's not good. How did I go in a circle? Well, this might be a dead run. Where could I have possibly gone that would have looped me all the way around? Okay, I feel like I know where I am. This is the rabbit clearing up here. I don't understand how that happened. This doesn't look right. I think I am hopelessly, thoroughly lost now. Well, I guess this is the downside to coming this way. It went so well the first time. Oh no. Is this the same body again? Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, so a couple things to do differently here. After the first batch of sticks, should be right up here. I need to make a hard left. Maybe that was the first batch of sticks. Yep, there's the log. I know exactly where I am. No mushrooms there.
So cold. I think.
Check over here. I see at least one. Two. Nice. Nothing in there. No pot. Go this way. Okay, now this is where I got lost last time. So we go through here. If I curve too far to the right, I should find myself heading towards the train tracks. But I think I'm going to try to hug this slope to start with. Maybe that'll help. As long as I know I have this steep slope on my right. Okay, and then there's this big tree here. Or a big fallen tree, I should say. Still got that slope on my right. I think having that slope on my right is going to be key here. Is this already the... Yeah, okay, perfect. So that's the way to the tracks. I want to go over here and go up this way. Alright, thanks. Good to see you got milk. So I wonder if there's a better route from Deadfall area to here, where I could get some additional teas, or maybe some coal or something. Maybe we could go down by the... This isn't that far from the head of the... or from the mouth of the river, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty time limited right now, though. Gotta, we get a lot done in a short period of time here. Oh, did not mean to get in this side. So, I should be able to go right down here, right? Oof, I don't know about this. Go back a little bit. Yeah, this looks okay. And then bear right. And bear left. I think this is a better way to get down to the train tracks, hopefully. Oh, perfect. Is this blizzard ending? A fire striker. Alright, I'm gonna cut the logging thing from my circuit, I think. Unless we find the bedroll here. Well, even if we find the bedroll here, I'll probably still cut it. Gets me where I need to be quicker. You know, it really doesn't feel like I'm finding the bedroll a third of the time. Really doesn't feel like it at all. How many starts have we done? We definitely found the bedroll once. Maybe twice? Maybe it is a third of the time. This is why I think the Mystery Lake spawn, though, is by far the best, because imagine we did the Coastal Highway spawn, we got the Fire Striker, we spent like 3 hours on the run, 3 to 4 hours, and then it's like, okay, there's a 2/3 chance we get the bedroll in Mystery Lake, and then it's not there. It'd just be brutal. Alright, Sticks, you pulled me way off trail here. Let's go back.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Yeah, that cooking pot is incredibly rare here. Only seen it once in like 10 starts. Okay, so I keep all these rocks on my right, slope on my right, and there should be this big downed tree. Somewhere right up here. Or have I already gotten hopelessly lost? Now here it is, okay. Oh my goodness. We got matches randomly? Okay. Do I even stop by the train car now? Probably not, right? We just go straight to the bedroll spawns. Stay up high for a little bit here. Just want to make sure I come down on the right side of things here. Oh man. This looks doable. Barely. Okay, hopefully I didn't get horribly lost here. This should be, yep, train tracks. We got the wire. Now, if the bedroll is here, we do turn straight to the... Okay, just making sure I put the gloves on. And go straight to the other location. Otherwise, we gotta loop all the way around to the fishing hut. Nope. Still a pretty decent chance that we don't get the bedroll at all. Just because we got lucky matches doesn't mean anything else is lucky. Try a slight detour here. I think there can be sticks and birch bark in this little area. Yeah, let's do this instead and then loop around the other way. That's a lot of tinder. And sticks. Should be worth it. And then we can still easily grab most of the sticks here, I think. Don't even see any until we get up here. Yeah, this looks better. That's a better route. So I haven't checked a single fire striker spawn. So even if we do find the bedroll here, we don't really have any information on what the fire striker situation is. Not that it matters, with 12 matches we're pretty much good to go. Oh my goodness, we have a run. Alright, let's grab these teas and go where we're going. We'll get one frostbite on our head. That can't be helped. Now, unlike the first run of this stream, This is a real run, because that run we just had a flare. This run we actually have matches. Yep, there's that frostbite. Knew we'd get one on the way here. Can't be helped. Alright, any more sticks before we go? One. Looks like that's it. Alright, not a bad haul. Now we just gotta get to the Frankie hut and close it out. Now, last time I went way too far to the left, so I must be wrong about turning slightly left here. It's either straight or maybe we turn slightly right. I'm gonna turn slightly right. Yeah, it's like right here. You can almost see it from the rock. I don't know how I could possibly have missed this last time. Okay, matches, birch bark, and a book. Sure, go. I got the bedroll, and we got the matches from the corpse near the plane, I think. So I got a single frostbite on my head. I'm pretty sure it's on my head because I'm wearing the gloves. And we actually have a real run with 11 matches, so... Hypothermia risk 86%. Okay, so final condition after all this nonsense. Where did they show you that? Here? 54%. Hey, so I have a run. Now, unfortunately we didn't get a cooking pot this time. Okay, I'll deal. Bedroll's in good shape. Got a decent amount of teas, not even as many as last time though. Just 3. When I say last time, I mean the first run where we got 4 teas. That's okay though, we got some more to grab on the way out of here. Alright, let's actually get a little bit of sleep, because I don't have a lot of chores to do. Get some water to drink. 19 sticks is not very much. Let's go do a quick stick run here. Ooh. Okay, we don't have frostbite risk right now. We don't need clothing. So I gotta start thinking about what to do now that we actually have a run. Crazy. And go wherever we want, do whatever we want. I think we got a muskeg for the guaranteed hacksaw, right? We gotta beat this guy to the hut. Muskeg has a lot of teas too. The weather can be pretty friendly there. Of course, it can also be really unfriendly. Seems like a good region to get out of the way early on. Not many places to take shelter if things go sideways. Oh, that's all of them. Hour 12 on there. Let's see what kind of a burn bonus we're getting right now. A little bit. I think we have to take this weather. I'd love to stay here longer, but I'm afraid it's just a waste of time. Really helps to wear clothing. In theory. So for anyone curious, it's the early game and I'm far from being stable, which is why I am sprinting everywhere. I'm doing the toggle sprint. I'm just going to burn all my energy. And we'll probably spend some time taking exhaustion while I get a little bit more established with like sticks and coal and teas. And I'd rather take damage from exhaustion than save it up now and take more damage from the colds later, because I'm not well prepared enough. So that's kind of the strategy behind that. Oh, it feels good to have a bedroll. Is this the run? This isn't the run where I found a second can, I don't think. No, we didn't even go to the place where I would find it on this run. This is NOGOA, yeah, it's the exact NOGOA code and everything. So there's no birchbark tea. You get really tired really quickly, really thirsty, all the normal stuff. Hey, we're only 2 arrows down. Must be getting to a slightly warmer part of the day. I think I've got enough sticks for my next fire.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
Alright, let's just go, -12.
I think I need to lay down.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine if I had found some good clothing. I mean, it's not going to be -12 when we're out in the wind, but it's okay for right now. Yeah, it's a bit colder out. -18 or 19, I think. Maybe we go up here and check near this cave. Or, this is where the teas are right here, right? Yeah. I think we keep going and check the cave area for more teas as well. Loop back around. Just realized I didn't get a rope if we wanted to go to... Oh, was that all of them? I guess so. Unlucky. We wanted to go to Broken Railroad and do the ravine.
Sure getting cold.
We're in stick heaven right now. Any teas here? I don't see any. We got cold a lot faster than I thought.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Alright, we need like 30 sticks on here. Call it 35. Oh yeah, misery temps would just be brutal, because in like 2 days it would be -40 all the time. It would just be absolutely miserable. Alright, let's get some of these ready.
So tired I could lay down right here.
Oh no. Try to get a torch off of here or two. Ah, only got 2 torches off. Well, it's gonna warm us up. That's pretty expensive though. I think that probably finishes. Maybe we can nurse this.
I'm starving.
Got enough torches to travel to the next location. We got hot teas. I think we wait for this to finish, get warmed up the little bit that we can. Maybe I can get out of the wind over here. Yeah, that's better. I don't remember finding that second pair of shoes. Looks like we might be able to nurse this after all. Make another tea. I don't know if it's worth waiting for this wind to end. Ah. Just got blown as I was about to take a torch. Hey, Jen. Welcome to the fun. Probably go out in the time it takes me to harvest that. Oh, just went out. Okay, we travel. Oh, did you see that the thing sort of works? It pops up thing in my Discord. It says it's a video though, so I might have to, I think I might install a different bot that can tell the difference between the video and the stream. And I still have to set the notifications up, but I don't think that part is going to be too hard. It at least sort of seems to be working. Yeah, you wouldn't get a ping because I didn't set it up to do that. Oh dear. And you guys are annoying. Where are my teas? There's supposed to be mushrooms on these. Maybe they're over here? Oh no, robbed. think there's some next to the cave mouth. Alright, no hacksaw here. That's one location down. I hope it's not up at the tower. That's probably the last place I'll check, because it's so far out of the way. Oh, can't go in there. Alright, let's go back around this way. I left some teas behind. Yeah, it's already old. I'm not surprised. We're only one down now. Finally getting into the good part, so this is where I stock up. Hopefully. Stock up on all the resources. You thought the wolf was in your game. Man, I can't imagine watching a stream while playing. It'd be way too distracting. Run over here to grab our free loot from this container. Hey! No more frostbite. I think I can probably make it to Poacher's and we can have a safe fire there. I think I'm gonna leave those teas over there to grab on the way out at some point. I was planning to grab them originally, but it's just not in the cards right now. Where else can the hacksaw be? It can be at the blind down there. It can definitely be at Spence. I think it can be at the bunkhouses near Spence as well. I think we check everywhere except the radio tower, and we just really hope it's not at the radio tower. I don't want to go all the way up to the radio tower. I mean, I will if I have to. I don't think we have a pry bar yet to get this with. Backpack over there. Alright, let's go get this fire started. That's probably going to be frozen. Deal with that in a second. $89 sticks.
Come on, little fire. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Oh, come on. Gotta stop taking damage.
So cold.
Definitely want that, just in case. Let's get warmed up here for a minute. Oh, nice. We're getting fog, too? This is beautiful. Bunkhouses? Okay, yeah. I wonder if I can find high blind in this fog. I feel like this is a good time to explore that area of the map, since my fire can't be blown out. Wow, getting a ton of good torches here. We leave some of these behind. That's probably good. As soon as we get well fed, we wouldn't even be that heavy right now. -7. Oh yeah, well we definitely want to go to Spence anyway. This is actually pretty good weather. We definitely want to go to Spence anyway for the... jacket chance. I got so much fuel, I don't think I even drink teas right now. When we get cold, we just throw 30 sticks on a fire and re-warm up. Lost it. That's okay. We'll get more matches. That was a pretty silly mistake to make. It's not like we're exactly swimming in matches. Now I know High Blind is right around here somewhere. This fog rolled in just a little bit earlier than I might have preferred. I think it's right over there. So I think I remember it being over here, right? Because that's the little area where I frequently hole up in the wind. I've done that a couple of times, and then the High Blind is like right over here somewhere. I take a cattail detour. That's too far. Definitely too far if it's weak. Yeah. I think it's right over there. I think we can loop around this way to get there. If not, I'll just go all the way back around. Congrats on your bow, Jen. Didn't you say you're like 20, 25 days in? Something like that? It'd be nice to get that underway. I'm really off in the weeds here. I really do. 28. Nice. Pipeline can have matches too. We really should loop back around and try to visit it.
Oh, I'm starving.
-5.
I can't feel my hands.
I don't think we can take this. Yeah, it's gotta be weak ice out here. Right? Oh, is it another secret path? No, it's not. That's gotta be high blind right there, though. Alright, well, it looks like we're starting a fire here. I should have thrown down another torch to keep myself warm while I'm starting the fire.
Come on, little fire. Come on. That. Come on, little fire. Perfect.
I think we're stabilized enough now. We can go ahead and get a full night's sleep tonight and then try to maintain energy from there on out. Okay, this looks promising. I think we're at the south edge of the map now. Maybe not quite. Not really worried about being lost because, I mean, as long as the fog holds, we're just walking around gathering resources for free, even if we're completely lost. We're still getting cattails and teas and lots of awesome stuff. And then once the fog lifts, we'll just find our way to the nearest place to sleep. Ah, I can see the mountains in the distance, so probably gonna clear up soon. Can I get there? Looks like I can. Might be a little tight. From there to there? Oh, we're right here at High Blind. Perfect. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is traversable. Getting a little bit colder. I'm considering whether we drink one of these teas. Probably not until after the next fire. Be really stingy.
This stuff will come in handy.
Oh, sweet matches. Just drink a little bit. Okay, I think it's time to head over to the bunkhouses and then Spence. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations checked. And then the 6th hacksaw spawn point is the... radio tower way up north. We just hope we don't have to go all the way up there. Kind of tempting to go up and get the helicopter while I'm here, but then we probably end up sleeping here tonight. I think that's the end of the world. I do have a bedroll. There's a nice place to sleep up there. I think it's just more important to get the hacksaw as soon as possible. I can probably make it to Spence and sleep there tonight. It's another good place to sleep. Can I get up here? Nope. Why aren't those frozen? Weird. I guess because it's just been nice foggy weather this whole time. So close to the tower. Alright, so we'll save all that nonsense for when we go up to the helicopter.
Gotta warm up somehow. Die if I don't warm up soon.
Come on, that should be enough. What's going on here? Okay. Let's do one more.
I'd eat
You
snow
sure?
if hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
It's like 6 degrees. Wish I could grab the coal from in there, but it's definitely not allowed. The no caves ruling. I know, this is gonna be a brutal, long, slow walk. This wind maintains this direction. That's okay. Muskeg was really nice to me so far, so can't complain. From here on out, we're gonna have a bit more carry weight once we actually sleep, because I'm gonna maintain sleep. So once we get that and well fed, we shouldn't be slogging around so slowly. Wonder if we go into Broken Railroad and take that little dip into Far Territories for the rope. We can get another jacket there. The rope will allow me to get the stim, the 5 coffees. Could potentially even sleep down there and save that stim to use to get into... Ooh, yeah, we could use that stim to get into Milton. That would be really good. Wait, why do I want to get into Milton? Clothing and matches from the cars. There's not really much to be had there when you... Oh, the plane crash will be another stim for health. There's a good amount of cloth around there too. Yeah. Doesn't seem like a bad idea to go there for cloth. We can get a bunch of deer carcasses. Can cure stuff there in the park office. Ow, what are we doing? We're supposed to be using these teas to travel. Completely wasn't paying attention. It's actually going to drink another one before it runs out. Just gonna go hide behind this stump. Okay. Should be good until the next fire. I don't see much there. I have a flare for emergencies. Need to use that to get to Spence if this wind picks up. Ow. Wow, you detected me from a long way away. This is where knowing the loot tables could really help me. We'd be able to walk right in here and check the exact hacksaw spawn. Does anybody know exactly where it spawns at the bunkhouses? And I just light the flare to be super safe. It's the only flare we've got. I think it's on one of these boxes or something, like right here. Not there. Alright, I didn't see it. We'll come back and check later. Did I look in the right place? Serious? Or on the rail? I'll have to come back and check later. This stinks. I can't start a fire anywhere until we get like way over there, and then we're almost at Spence. I really don't want to eat all that damage though. I think we just start a fire like right in here maybe. Nope, it doesn't want to let me. I can always go back and look for it later. Should be possible to start one right here. Come on, give me something. Okay. I don't know, maybe I should have just walked there. By the time I get this thing started, it would have been faster to just go there. And it just went out. Come on. Do I have a book? Yes. Burn that fire starting book. Ah, this stinks. Ah. -9. Just throw like 20 sticks on here. Alright, at least we're warming up. Let me see if I can get warming up more. 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's still going up from the fire. 13. Okay. Don't burn, Rosehip tea. Okay. That's close. That was painful. I took like 10 extra damage right here towards the end, just before making it to Spence. Yeah, it can spawn on the stump. That's the other place I'm gonna look. I'm gonna check there. If it's not there, I have to go back to bunkhouses and check. And if it's not in either location, we have to hike all the way up to the top, which is going to be really annoying. But, you know, I'll do what needs to be done. I gotta get a hacksaw. Look at how close I was to Spence. Could have just walked here, maybe.
Ow.
Oh, the hacksaw, perfect. Okay, so I don't have to go back and check the bunkhouses. That's nice. I think right here is probably about good.
Come on, little fire.
Don't make me drink a tea to get this fire started.
Come on, little fire. Perfect.
Oh, it feels good. Alright, let's get some water made. Let's get some sleep here. On the railing of one of the bunkhouses, Well, there's not going to be any future runs. We're just going to win at this one. We're going to make it today. 500 easy. Nothing to worry about. And I better drink some water before I take thirst damage. Muskeg chose the right time to blizzard. Muskeg has been so friendly to me this run. Let's throw some more sticks on here so I don't lose my fire by accident. And you know what? Just in case we get some kind of a bug or a crash, I don't think we've loaded muskeg more than once this run. Wow, tools here. I've never seen that before.
Anything right now.
Oh, is it gone? Maybe it's gone. Why would it be gone? We didn't reload anything. It should be here. Yeah, it is here. I want to do it while crouching in case a wolf comes along. Hello? It's right there. Ah, I give up. Just do it standing up. 46. Oh no. Wolfie, you better not detect me. Like 17 or something? $19? 26, 19, 30 something? It's gonna get cold out here doing this. No, we're okay. Ooh, a flask. Nice. That's pretty sweet. New and new. Great.
Jesus, it's cold.
Jacket's not in great shape. kind of want cooking 3 or a can opener before I open these cans. Just eat cattails for now. I don't think I'm gonna hacksaw any of the deer here because I can leave them here and yeah, 60 people. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Good call out. Serious. Yeah, so we're gonna want all the deer stuff still here when I come back to forge. Oh, I also need to leave some coal here for forging. We're gonna need an absolute minimum of 4 coal at this location. Although I guess there's still some, like over that way. Hacksaw's in great shape. These blue tools probably just stay here, as a matter of fact. They're probably gonna get converted to metal later. No pry bar. That's searched. No way we break down that without having the forge going. I guess I get the accelerant that's in there later. When I come back here with a hammer and we have the forge going, that'll be much more efficient anyway. Yeah, I think we just leave everything as is. Let's get some more sleep. Still pretty early in the day. And leave some water here for next time. We have to just go now. That's really good weather. I'm thinking maybe I use this as my save. I'm really enjoying this. I hate to quit now, but it's late, and in about 11 hours, I'm getting up to do another Learning French stream in the morning, so I can't stay up forever. If you guys want to come hang out for that, it's, like I said, about 11 hours from now is when we'll be doing that. It's only my second time doing French, so I'm still very much a beginner. Oh, this is a great start to this this challenge. And we're coming back next time to fog in the muskeg. Let's see what we got here. 28% condition. Well, could be worse. At least we have lots of food and everything. Peas are ready. Where are we going after this? What to think about it. Can hit up a couple of things on the way out if we take the upper route. Can hit up the camp. I could go straight across to Poacher's. I guess the big decision is, are we going to Broken Railroad to get the rope from the far territories, go down and get the stim, get the fire striker, get the jacket that's in the far territories? Are we doing that route, or are we going back to Mystery Lake and into Coastal Highway to get... Let's see, there's a good chance of getting a hammer in either Ravine or Coastal Highway. So the question is, do we want to just push the hammer now that we have the hacksaw? Maybe get some stuff curing along the way. I can cure stuff almost anywhere, right? I think Muskeg is one of the few places where I don't have any place to cure. But I can cure in Milton, I can cure in Mystery Lake, I can cure in Coastal Highway. So we have curing options, and I'm definitely going to want to get an early start on a lot of this clothing. Ooh, Coastal Highway is also really good for getting the hides down, or sorry, getting more cloth from the beach combing. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm going to leave this one here. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow if you want to hang out for the French stream. Otherwise, have a good evening.